Back to the daily grind, and y'all know we gotta talk about this. But before we do, make sure you hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Well, yeehaw! Somebody's poisoned the water hole. Roy Nelson, Big Country's taking a shot at Matt Mitrione after claims of cheating in their Bellator 198 bout. Now hold on to your bootstraps here. Holy smokes. Holy flying flipping flapjacks. Big Country Nelson broke the bro code. He said, oh, I cheated in the fight? Well, you cheated on your wife, motherfucker. Cheating's cheating, fair is fair. Alright, enough of that. I don't know, I might do the whole video like that. Alright, never mind. Anyway, so if you don't know what's going on, this shit just got real between Matt Mitrione and Roy Nelson. We might be seeing a trilogy in the future. These guys are at each other's fucking necks. They used to be homeboys, but not no more. Ever since Roy Nelson put Matt Mitrione in that crucifix in the fight and had his toe in the fence or something like that, I'm pretty sure that's how Matt Mitrione said he was cheating. Like, if you didn't watch the fight, Roy Nelson fought Matt Mitrione and he had him in a crucifix, kind of like Valentina Shevchenko, Priscilla Cachoeira. You know, the ref could have stopped the fight. It was really close to being stopped. Roy Nelson was just pounding on Matt Mitrione's face while he was in the crucifix. He couldn't really get out of it. But the fight ended up going to decision, and Matt Mitrione ended up getting his hand raised despite that crucifix. Now, after the fight on the MMA Hour, you know, these guys were friends going into the fight. They were at least cordial. After the fight, Matt Mitrione said, yo, you know, the only reason I couldn't get out of that crucifix is because he, like, had his toe in the cage. He was, you know, he was cheating. And so now Roy Nelson's responding to those claims like, you know, this guy, you know, he said, that's the pot calling the kettle black. And as I said at the beginning of the fight, he said, so I'm cheating? Well, he was cheating on his wife. But this is his exact words. He said, Matt's a guy that's always the pot calling the kettle black. I think he's upset because he's cheating on his wife and stuff. That's all I heard the whole week, was him cheating on his wife. So I think he has a lot of guilt and he's got to take his rage out somewhere. But there's no cheating on my end. I think he's just upset because in his heart, he didn't really feel like he won. He wasn't the best fighter that night. Like, hey, Roy Nelson, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the fact that he said he was cheating on his wife, but I do like the second part there where he said, you know, there's no cheating on my end. He's just upset because in his heart he didn't really feel like he won. He's coming up with an excuse for me putting him in that crucifix. You know, if he was content with the win, if he was comfortable with the win, he'd probably just, you know, because you don't often hear the winner coming out and calling out the loser. That's not, it's very rare. If you got the W, like, hey, okay, his toe was in the cage, but it is what it is. I got the W and I'm moving on. I'm still in the heavyweight tournament. But Matt Mitrione won the fight and still went out afterward and was like, yo, this guy cheated. That's why I was in a bad position. So Roy Nelson's just saying, if he felt like he won the fight, he wouldn't even be coming out and calling me out right now. He clearly didn't feel like he won. But now what that means is, Roy Nelson also said, you know, he's got a fight coming up with Mirko Cro Cop, and we know Matt Mitrione is still in the heavyweight tournament. He's going to go on to fight the winner of Ryan Bader and King Mo. But after those results, you know, whatever happens with there in the future in Bellator, we're looking at a Matt Mitrione, Roy Nelson trilogy. And going into that fight, these guys are not going to like each other. You know, you put me in a crucifix. You know, Matt Mitrione feels like you cheated with your toe in the cage. And so you're coming out and saying I'm cheating on my wife. And I don't know about any of those claims being true. I didn't notice Roy Nelson's toe in the cage when I was watching the fight. And I damn sure don't know anything about Matt Mitrione and him fucking, you know, and his wife. So, but I will say that, you know, these guys were former friends. That's kind of, it seems below the belt. You know, even if let's say you and your friend, you know, you guys got in a fight and you guys were close before the fight, and now since he wins the fight and says that, you know, you cheated, are you gonna come out and say, oh yeah, well that's why I know, you know, you were fucking cheating on your wife, right? We were friends. I don't know. It just seems like it's gonna build into a heated fucking rivalry, you know, a heated trilogy fight sometime in the future. But it depends on what happens with Matt Mitrione. He's still in the heavyweight Grand Prix, and Roy Nelson's got a fight versus Mirko Cro Cop coming up at Bellator 200. So with that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOWG.